are now entering Armbar Audio.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Armbar Audio. I'm your host, Tim Farley, and next to me is my trusted companion,
John Kearns. What's up, everybody? I had to mute my phone because I forgot I was still on the YouTube page. Well, who is this that we have with us? It's none other than the nerdy Mark himself, Cedric Alexander. Sid, how you doing?
How long has it been since we've seen your lovely faces, and how long has it been since I've showed up to Armbar Audio? I'll tell you how long enough for me to grow out this lovely beard. It's been way too damn long, but it's good to be here, as always, with you boys. I'm just here to steal your women's viewership and have them come over to my channel, The Nerdy Mark. But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
I don't know.
But yeah, anyway.
Viewership. I have no idea.
I mean John's mom.
Oh, okay.
John's mom,
Whatever.
yeah. You mean, yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, this is awesome, and I'm happy to be back here on the channel after a very long time. Too long, actually.
We're happy to have you back.
I'm not really, but
I know.
Tim. You have a
you
nice
can
short
leave,
guest.
Tim,
We've had
it's
this
fine.
conversation. We have a nice short- No, I'm kidding. So we have a myriad of topics to talk about today.
I'm married.
myriad.
I know words. I have the best words. The name of the episode.
Good.
Name of the episode, as you're seeing, is Tumultuous Times. And the reason that we have called it that this week is that there is a lot of stuff going on that is very, lot of betrayals going on. Lot of multi-man turmoil happening.
A lot of turmoil going on, folks.
Exactly, yeah.
So we're going to kick it off talking about the new Universal Champion over on the SmackDown brand WWE. We're talking about the tribal leader and his special counsel. Tim, what do we got?
Roman Reigns has aligned himself with Mr. Paul Heyman and is now the Universal Champion by signing a contract mid-match during Payback and inserting himself into an already devastating match between The Fiend and the Monster, Braun Strowman. He beat both of them. I believe he pinned Braun and not The Fiend. On SmackDown, he came out. Paul cut an amazing promo. Roman spoke a little bit. Then we found out that we were going to get a fatal four-way later that night between Matt Riddle, Big E, Sheamus, and who was the fourth? No, not yet.
Oh, sorry.
Who was the other one?
Who did you say already? Sheamus
Big E, Matt Riddle,
and Sheamus, Big E, Matt Riddle,
Baron Corbin.
and Baron Corbin. Yep.
Sheamus set up
That's why you forgot.
Sheamus set up an attack on Big E, so they needed a replacement. While this was going on, Jey Uso ran into Roman, asked him what was going on with Paul. Roman said, "Don't worry about it," all this other stuff. And while they were trying to figure out who was going to be in the match, Paul did a little tinkering and had Jey inserted into the match. Jey Uso ended up winning this match, and we are going to get the cousins, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, at Clash of Champions. Now, why would this be tumultuous? John, what do you think about this?
So, we saw it clear as day. You had Jey Uso congratulate Roman Reigns on coming back, congratulate him on the Universal title, and Roman Reigns acted like he wanted nothing to do with him. What's going on with that?
I don't think he acted like he wanted nothing to do with him, but he was like more so like, don't ask me about Paul. Like, he was like, everything's cool, don't worry about it.
Well, yeah, but like, we've seen in the past they were like Roman and the Usos are kind of go to each other about everything. And
well, I'm pretty sure they dapped up and everything.
Yeah, they did, but it still seemed Roman seemed a little off, is what I'll say.
Right.
I'll say that.
Sid, what do you think's going to happen at Clash of Champions between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso?
So I literally just thought about this. It could go either one of two ways. Obviously, Roman and Jey could have a really good match in which Roman comes out victorious and beats the shit out of Jey Uso, and out comes Jimmy to save him. Or you just have Jey Uso. I mean, they could totally do this. Jey Uso could totally just lay down, and have Roman take the pin and like retain, and then he could totally just join Roman and Paul along with Jimmy Uso as well. I see it going either one of those ways. I feel like with everything going on, I do feel like perhaps they're going to go, though, with just both of them having a straight-up wrestling match. If they choose to, elongate the storyline with the Usos and Roman Reigns, they'll probably have Jey lose, and his brother might come in and he'll take his place. He'll beat Roman will beat Jimmy, and eventually something will happen that will cause Jey and Jimmy to join forces with Roman, and we can have the Samoan Shield come out, and all of them can do this and have fun. Anyway, but
I like that idea. I'd love to see the Bloodline come back together under the Paul Heyman banner. That'd be something very interesting to see.
Interesting.
Well, that's a great idea. I do not foresee that happening. I think that Roman Reigns is going to win in a longer than usual squash match. He is going to make Jey Uso a not a sacrifice, but an example of what his dominance and that with that title is going to mean to all of SmackDown.
That doesn't happen.
And this will lead to, if Jimmy can't come back, Rikishi coming and saying something to Roman. Maybe Roman knocks out Rikishi. Maybe The Rock comes back in time for WrestleMania. And Roman says, you aren't the leader of the Samoans. I am. And you raised my arm at Royal Rumble years ago, and I got booed out of the building. Your endorsement doesn't matter. You don't matter. I matter. And I would love to see that. But talking about Clash of Champions, he's going to murder his cousin.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, by the way, Roman's a heel, in case you didn't realize, by the way, and everyone watching. So that finally happened. It only took him, 5 years? But hey, they finally did it. Good job. Long-term bookings.
Yeah, long-term.
Here's another long-term booking you'll like, Sid.
Mm-hmm. We're moving on to a segment called Best Friends No Longer. Because, my God, Bayley beat the ever-loving shit out of Sasha Banks last week on SmackDown after a very lengthy amount of time where they were teasing, are they going to feud, are they not going to feud, winning the titles, losing the titles, winning them back, losing them again. Sasha loses the Raw Women's Championship to Asuka because Bayley didn't refuse, but failed to help Sasha in the way that Sasha helped Bayley to retain her SmackDown title. Bayley still has her title. Sasha does not. They lose the women's titles, tag titles, and then Bayley finally snaps, and Bayley is the one that snapped.
Which makes
Interesting.
sense.
It does make sense.
He does, yeah.
So I'm going to throw it first to Siddharth. What do you think about this whole situation?
Yeah, speaking of long-term booking, yeah, finally, first of all, I think it would be interesting to see this feud again. Like, this is like the second time these two are, I think, having a match since NXT.
Yeah.
And everybody's been wanting this. And like I said, this should have been done 3 years ago instead of not 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whenever the therapist, I keep forgetting his name, but they went to counseling or some bullshit. I mean, I was like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I think it should have been done. It should have been done when Sasha cost Bayley a win in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that would have been perfect. But anyway, I think I'm very excited for their eventual match. I honestly, now they're probably going to just go ahead and do it at Clash of Champions. I personally would wait. I think this is a WrestleMania caliber match. I kind of want Sasha to win the Rumble and challenge her friend Bayley, and then
that'd be cool.
There.
That'd be cool.
I would like to see that, but again, I know Tim. Before you play spoiler, I know it's not going to happen. I know they're probably just going to go ahead and blow their load at Clash of Champions. I'm sorry, but that's what they're going to do. But
I disagree.
Okay.
I think they will wrestle at Clash of Champions, but it's going to be an elongated feud.
I hope.
Yeah. So Sasha winning the Rumble is definitely possible.
Yeah,
then
Sasha and
having
Bayley.
the blow off at Mania is definitely possible.
Sasha and Bayley has to be the Mania match.
So speaking of Rumble, I saw something on Twitter. Someone said that they would be okay with Big E winning the Rumble and challenging Roman at Mania.
Oh yeah,
It
absolutely.
probably won't happen, but I mean that would be cool. Can you imagine The Rock comes in and Rock wins the Rumble and challenges Roman Reigns?
No, I don't think he has to win the Rumble. He could just get in there on name alone.
Probably, yeah.
So lose.
Bayley is such a good heel. I loved her as a face in NXT. On the main roster, it didn't really translate well, but her as a heel on the main roster is great. It's time to see if the boss can pull off a face role, because we know how good she is as a heel. What?
No, I was laughing. Sid.
Oh.
I was doing the boss thing.
Oh.
I should. Here. All right. Sorry.
So yeah, that's some interesting stuff from SmackDown.
So we're gonna move on to Raw here. I missed it when I was setting up the text and everything, but we're going to talk about the Hurt Business.
Is booming.
Booming. Business is booming because they finally have gotten Cedric Alexander to join up. So what's going on there?
Well, Alexander said he wants to learn and he wants to earn. He's been trying to fight Apollo Crews' battles to get him to the United States title instead of himself. He said he's with a guy who calls himself the one and only. So what does that make Cedric? He is now a part of the Hurt Business, and this may be the first time since his match with Kota Ibushi in the Cruiserweight Classic that I might actually care about him.
Yep.
But I'm still reserving that judgment because I'm not sure.
And MVP is involved, keep in mind. So
Shelton's good. Bobby Lashley's good. Cedric. And MVP is just annoying as shit.
yeah,
And for some reason,
he kind of always has.
Raw loves it. Loves him.
Yeah.
They want him.
Yeah.
Sid, what do you think?
So when I used to review 205 Live, I used to really want Cedric Alexander to sometimes turn heel. They kind of sort of teased it when with the whole thing with Mustafa Ali, but they never pulled the trigger on it. I'm kind of glad they're doing it now. Again, long-term booking. Maybe that should be the title of this episode, long-term booking.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No. Tumultuous long-term booking. There you go.
Yeah, because WWE finally figured out how to fucking do it. Yeah.
I mean, cautious optimism, right?
Right.
But I think finally, this could be a new lease on life for Cedric Alexander. I think he is very, very talented in the ring. I've always liked his matches. Whenever he was feuding with Buddy Murphy, like those are some of the best matches that I've seen so far. Yeah, him and Buddy Murphy, him and Tony Nese.
I'd take Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali over Buddy Murphy and Cedric Alexander any day.
Mustafa Ali versus Kenta in that match, with that no holds barred match, was so cool.
Right.
So good. Anyway,
I think Mustafa Ali versus a brick wall would be entertaining because of Mustafa Ali.
Right, but I digress. I feel that this, Hurt Business perhaps could be a launching pad for Cedric Alexander, and
I hope so.
Hopefully, me too. Down the line, that's it sounds like business is booming, like you said, and I don't really have anything else to say, frankly. But,
when you said launching pad for Cedric Alexander, I thought Bobby Lashley's old, MVP's older, Shelton's old, Cedric's young. They need to put all of their efforts and stock into Cedric Alexander.
Put their eggs in that basket.
For sure,
definitely.
For sure. Like, make him like the new rising star of that.
Before we move on to the Black and Yellow brand, can we touch very quickly on them wasting Alistair and Kevin Owens on Raw Underground?
Jesus. I don't even watch that show, man.
Jesus Christ. Everybody on Twitter was instantly talking about Alistair versus Kevin Owens, and they saw this and said, you know what's a great idea? Putting it on the dumbass Colonel McSweaty Bollocks show, Raw Underground. I don't understand.
Oh, McSweaty Bollocks.
I still don't understand who the fuck Raw Underground is for. That being said, Alistair and Kevin Owens was the best looking fight on the show so far, and was the longest fight on the show so far. It spanned multiple Raw Underground segments, even though it should just be one segment, but it's multiple. I don't get it.
The best part was on Raw Talk.
Yeah.
With Kevin Owens' promo.
Kevin Owens cut a promo on Raw Talk where he got up on his chair and got up on the table and was pacing back and forth like he was just starting to lose it.
And he was talking about Babatunde or whatever his new name
his new name, I forget. It's
Why did they change his name?
They changed everybody's name, Sid. I don't get it.
But Babatunde was already his name in NXT.
So it seems like all this Fight Club business is hopefully turning Kevin Owens back into his original state. Because
the fighter.
Yeah, because that's what we need. And hopefully it moves out of Raw Underground, because that shit blows.
Lamb.
Can you imagine if Kevin Owens just comes up to Alistair and just says, "I hate your fucking guts," and kicks him the balls and leaves?
Well, he wouldn't say that because he would get fined. But Tommaso Ciampa got fined, and he's all right. We're going to move on to the Black and Yellow brand, NXT. Finn Balor is NXT champion because NXT got kicked off this week with an amazing contest between Finn Balor and Adam Cole. Which, everyone knew it was going to be awesome because it's Finn Balor and Adam Cole. This match went damn near 30 minutes. Super kicks galore. Coup de grace galore. They both played the hits, as we like to say. And my God, it was just an amazing contest. The NXT crowd was on fire. Even though they don't have that many people, the sound that they were making made it sound like the arena was full, which was awesome to hear.
It definitely sounded like a playoff hockey game.
Yeah, definitely.
I loved how Adam Cole worked Finn's leg, and that added to the drama of each coup de grace. This match ultimately ended in a Avalanche 1916, which is cool as hell. The Prince is back on his throne, and what I liked most, not about the match, but about the whole situation, is that both men shook hands and two-sweeted each other. And afterwards, they interviewed Adam Cole, and Adam Cole gave the proper respect to Finn Balor, which we have never heard Adam Cole give proper respect to anyone.
And I want more of that in my title matches in all wrestling going forward.
It continues my thoughts on where the Undisputed Era may be going. Sid?
So, first of all, Finn Balor is cool. Finn Balor is a champion. So if you want to be cool, be a champion. Anyway. First of all, y'all know, man, I became, ever since Balor returned to NXT, I marked out super hard for him. And I think, like, this Prince character has just been amazing. But I think it was the right call putting the title on Finn Balor, because I think I said in my last Nerdy Mark Wrestling show, I said that, I think Finn Balor, it's been a year since he returned to NXT. At least one more title run should be in his future, and lo and behold. So I think, honestly, Finn coming back and, getting this title, I'm just happy with this. And Adam Cole, obviously, he did amazing things for the title. He's done a great job. But I think it's a little too early anyway to put the title on him again, because he just lost it like a couple of months ago. So honestly, right now, giving it to Finn will be fine. I'd love to see him maybe like build up other stars using this title and doing what he has to do.
And I think that's what he's going to do. I really do.
I was going to ask each of you the question. With all of this, NXT has been booking title matches for like every show. And with all of the NXT title, ever since Adam Cole lost it, there's been a lot of moving around with it. Who do you think will be the first challenger to Finn Balor?
You can go ahead, John. I need to think about this.
Well, going off of recent history, next week we've got Damian Priest facing Timothy Thatcher for the North American title.
Yeah.
I could see possibly Timothy Thatcher winning this contest.
And Damian's first.
The North American title doesn't matter that much. I could see Thatcher taking that by possibly underhanded tactics to keep Damian strong. And let's reignite that Damian Priest-Finn Balor feud.
Okay.
Or I would be more than happy with Tommaso Ciampa entering a feud with Finn Balor.
Sid?
I know it's a long shot, but at some point when he does finally return, definitely Karrion Kross. I need that. I think Karrion Kross should actually take the title off of Finn, and that will be fine because it's a pretty lengthy time that he was off. He's going to be off for 8 months. I know it sucks, but still, 8+ months of title reign from Finn Balor, that's perfect. So I'm okay with that. But as far as his first challenger, definitely Thatcher. I could see that. I just hope. You know what? No, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I really don't want to say it. But I think they're gonna go for Dream. I think they're gonna do it.
It doesn't seem like it's the plan yet.
I hope I'm wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised though, because they clearly don't give a single fuck what anybody thinks.
Exactly. So it's like.
But you guys are forgetting that they're setting up a Dream feud right now.
Yeah.
Oh, with Kushida. Yeah.
What the hell? Yeah, but wait, let me think.
Well, let's.
Sorry. Okay. One more thing.
Okay.
I know NXT UK is back, and once restrictions are over, definitely Balor versus Walter. That would be a good match.
That's the one, Sid.
What about Pete?
We're seeing New Japan talent that has been stuck in the U.S. They are going to be in the G1, so I'm very excited to see the other restrictions lifted. And I want Walter to come over to NXT, get his Imperium guys in line, get those tag titles back, and challenge Finn. And you have a 3-man match leading up to the matches, and Walter doesn't necessarily have to win, just has to look good.
Yeah.
Well, before that, he needs to drop the UK title, correct?
Not necessarily.
No.
I mean, he should drop it to Ilya Dragunov, by the way, in my opinion. But
I agree.
Yeah.
But it would make more of an impact if he came with the title.
Yeah,
It's a damn shame because
they
they were so ready to pull the trigger on Ilya Dragunov, and then this COVID shit happened. They were so ready to pull the trigger on him. I could see it.
Perhaps NXT and NXT UK could kind of become one, and they could totally unify both titles. That could be something.
I don't think they would do that.
Yeah. No, the NXT UK title looks too pretty. I don't want to see it
Right.
go.
I agree.
But I'm happy.
Title.
I'm happy that Finn got his hands on the new NXT title because he held the old one. It's only right that he gets to hold the new one.
Speaking of Velveteen Dream and his new opponent,
It turns out that NXT remembered that they had hired Kushida a year ago, and
after almost 3 months of being off our television,
he's alive. Kushida lives.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
boy, does he ever, because he showed up and went to town on Velveteen Dream. He grabbed. Well, first he just jumped in the ring and started fucking pounding on him, and
just fucking clobbering.
fucking clobbered him, and refs pulled him off. He got Dream over into the corner, grabbed his arm, and pulled his shoulder into the post. Pulled his shoulder into the post like 3 times, and I think he did it to his knee too. He did the classic wrap the leg around the post, and refs finally got him held back. But my God, please just fucking kill him.
My text to John was, I hope Kushida legitimately breaks Dream's arm.
And my
His response was, break his arm, get fired, go to AEW.
Go to AEW.
That's our stance.
And I said,
Sid, go ahead.
If you don't remember, I saw your tweet said, please break Dream's arm. I said, and beat him to death with it. So,
Yeah.
So you're talking about ripping it off. You're talking about...
Yeah. Well, you said break his arm. I thought that's what you meant. Like, it's broken off of his body, and then Kushida just...
No, that would probably...
That's not what a broken arm is.
I know.
And that would also mean that Kushida would go to jail.
I mean...
He'd go to Super Jail. He's done.
I mean...
Super jail? Wasn't that a cartoon?
Yeah.
I mean, considering what Dream did, I think that's fine. Like, it's okay. He can go to prison if he wants, and then come out looking like freaking what's his face?
They never side with the vigilante. You know this shit.
Yeah, it's true. But, I am finally happy Kushida's back. Like, it's awesome. First of all, on a side note, he reminds me of a mini Hiroshi Tanahashi. That's another story. I don't know why. He just reminds me of.
Well, that's valid because Tanahashi had said that he wouldn't mind having Kushida become the new ace if he was still in New Japan.
Jushin said that.
Jushin said that too. They both said it.
Yeah,
they love Kushida.
They just have different hair, and Tanahashi's like way more taller and way more perfect and way more sexier. Anyway,
and beautiful.
yeah. But
Beautiful man.
he's a man. Hey, Tanahashi's my husband, man. Don't. Yeah.
Every time you see him, he's got a new ab.
Yeah, exactly.
Not according to Tai Chi.
Not a word. Fuck Tai Chi.
Fuck Tai Chi.
Take your pants off.
But, yeah, as far as Kushida, yes.
Hey, take your pants off.
Oh, Jesus.
Stop that singing bullshit and just get to it.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm just being
he's just
some
a guy.
goon talking about Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Oh.
Tai Chi doesn't sing. His mouth doesn't even move. He's a fraud.
He's Tuxedo Mask, dude, from Sailor Moon.
He's literally Tuxedo Mask. Definitely.
Yeah.
I've been saying he's an anime villain since the
Anyway,
first time I saw him.
Usually what happens when I come on the show, we totally digress from the topic. And that's why they don't have me on.
That's why we have
Yeah,
you.
so shut your bearded mouth so we can get to the next one.
Hey, you can't
Actually,
say
I need you to open your mouth because I told you to lead on this one. So
Oh, okay.
The NXT Women's Division and their demon.
Yes. So first of all, Kushida, welcome back. Good job. So this week on NXT, we had our main event, and it was a cage match between the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley, and Mercedes Martinez of the Robert Stone brand. This was pretty cool. We had a chair, a kendo stick, and a table in the match. That's, I mean, like I'm just calling it like I see it.
We want a table.
Yeah, we want a table. Robert Stone obviously tried to get involved. He was climbing up the cage.
next time I wait at a restaurant, I'm gonna chant that.
We want tables.
Yeah. And I think Rhea Ripley legit knocked him out because he was literally just dangling on top of the cage, which was awesome. I loved when Rhea had Mercedes in a submission, and Mercedes just grabbed the kendo stick and whacked her on the legs. That was pretty awesome. But finally, the match did end with Rhea Ripley hitting a huge avalanche riptide onto a table to win this match. And now, I'll tell you this. As far as I'm concerned, the Robert Stone brand, when it was just him and Chelsea Green, I think, honestly, Chelsea Green leaving is, like, the best thing that happened. Because now, you know, obviously, I mean, I know the three of us, I know how we feel about Aaliyah. Like, we don't need to go there. But, well, RIP to the real Aaliyah. Anyway, but, you know, I think after Martinez joined, I feel like there's a little bit more direction going on there. Actually, matter of fact, even when Aaliyah joined the Robert Stone brand, I actually thought this was getting a little bit more interesting. I was like, oh, okay, this is good. And I thought that, okay, and then now Mercedes Martinez. So I guess I got to ask, do you all think that there's going to be a male member of the Robert Stone brand, or is he just going to basically collect all these females?
Collecting females. But what else happened earlier in the show that involved Robert Stone?
I totally forgot.
You're the expert on NXT, man.
Yeah, I know. I forgot.
He tried to steal the tank.
Oh yeah, he tried to steal Shotzi Blackheart's tank. It didn't go so well for him. So.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
And eventually, Shotzi ran into EO and held up her title.
And then, now next week we're getting a title match for EOS Rai and Shotzi Blackheart.
Boy, you really shit the bed on this one. Said I'm never leaving anything in your hands again.
Well, later on in the show.
It's been a long week, okay? So please cut me some slack. Anyway, but yeah,
Shotzi 2 days ago.
I know, but it's been a long week. Anyway, but Shotzi and EO are finally going to face off. This is going to be good. I'm actually very excited for this match. Although I don't see Shotzi winning yet. I think it still legitimizes. Yeah, not yet, but it still legitimizes Shotzi as a viable contender for the NXT Women's title down the line. And I think, honestly, once she's done with the Robert Stone brand, I think that's kind of when. I mean, the Robert Stone brand feud is definitely a great launching pad for Shotzi. But I think once she kind of breaks out on her own, her and EO, That's going to be a match to look for, as well as, down the line. I don't think she's going to take it off of Io, but down the line, Shotzi as NXT Women's Champion, I would like to see that. So Tim, what are your thoughts on everything going on?
I want her to win.
I think that Robert Stone is entertaining. I don't think Aaliyah's as bad as we all thought she was. I remember a month or so ago she had a match with Rhea Ripley and she actually wrestled well. Also, I think it's putting a nice twist on the division. It's giving Rhea Ripley direction, which she desperately needed. And the Battle of the Badasses Steel Cage match that main evented NXT is undoubtedly my favorite female wrestling match of 2020 so far. That shit was awesome.
All right. Jonathan.
I am in firm agreement with Timothy.
There you go. All right.
Robert Stone was on thin ice for me before the Mercedes Martinez signing. Ever since then, I mean, people on social media are saying, "Oh, we're sick of it. It happens every time now." But I still am giddy with childlike glee whenever he gets run over by Shotzi's tank. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
It is so entertaining because he makes it entertaining. His overreactions are fantastic.
His selling is
His
great.
selling is so good. He sells everything that happens to him. He sells like he is being murdered. It's the best.
Like you even said, Sid, you thought that he was legitimately knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't, but he did a good job
I
pulling it off.
need new dream match: Robert Stone versus Dolph Ziggler in a sell-off match.
Let's fucking go.
Oh God!
It's just both played dead the whole time.
All right.
And everybody chants, "This is awesome."
Yeah. That's like something that would happen in like GCW or some shit.
Definitely some GCW
I know
shit.
indie wrestling.
In the best way. That's not an insult. GCW's insane bullshit is the best.
Yeah.
We're hopping across the pond. Now, usually that means that you're going to the UK, but if you go the other way, then you
The other pond.
yeah, the other pond. We're on the other pond. Japan. We're going to Japan. Tetsuya Endo has named a new challenger.
Last time we told you about him calling out Kenny Omega, but after winning the Damnation vs. Disaster Box Elimination 10-man tag match as the sole survivor in the main event of DDT Get Alive 2020, Tetsuya Endo chose Daisuke Sasuke as the challenger of the KOD Openweight Championship at DDT Ultimate Party 2020 on November 3rd. Endo won the King of DDT 2020 tournament last month, allowing him to select the challenger for his championship defense. He initially chose Kenny Omega, but admitted due to travel restrictions stemming from the ongoing COVID-19 global pandemic, the match is unlikely to take place. Instead, Endo nominated his Damnation leader, Sasuke, to defend the championship against, saying to solidify his legacy, he has two people he must overcome. One is Kenny Omega, and the other is Daisuke Sasuke. Additionally, Endo stated that it's not just about winning or losing, it is crucial to his life to prove he is the better wrestler. Sasuke, surprised by Endo's nomination, then made his acceptance clear, telling Endo he will defeat him as he controls him, and he will definitely beat him for the title on November 3rd. This has me very excited because Tetsuya Endo has been the rising star of Damnation. Daisuke is the leader of Damnation, who also has a lot of steam. This will be very telling for DDT's future and for the Damnation faction. Now, I mentioned earlier about G1 participants coming from America to Japan. So, that whole idea of Kenny Omega not coming to DDT is may not necessarily be accurate. Maybe it happens later in the year in December. Maybe it happens in 2021. But it seems like Endo is still, he wants both of them.
Yeah,
and I am here for it.
At any rate, I would love to see Kenny's return to DDT happen. I think the welcome back from the crowd would possibly make me emotional.
Right.
I can't wait. It's gonna happen. It may not be soon, but it's gonna happen.
I think that just distance makes the heart grow fonder. So
Definitely.
The more they build up the eventual clash between Endo and Omega, the more and more excited we're all going to get. So in a way, this pandemic kind of works in their favor. Now
it does. Forced. It's definitely a double-edged sword because it's at the same time as it sucks. There's no crowds. It's making it boring. It's making you see the same people all the time. At the same time, it makes it like when the Lucha Brothers came back. It made it like, oh my God, yes. And when the Lucha Brothers came back, when TH2 came back, when Roman and when Roman and Sami Zayn came back, it made it such awesome moments.
Yeah. And
so the pandemic is definitely.
When Pac returns.
Yeah. When Pac returns, it's going to be awesome. When Pac returns, he should have some choice words for one Mr. Eddie Kingston, but we'll get into that at the end of the show.
I agree.
The
pandemic is definitely a double-edged sword.
Yeah, but make lemons from lemonade and what. So,
chicken salad out of chicken shit, as the vets like to say.
Yeah.
Impact Wrestling. Tag Team
My favorite show.
Frenzy. My favorite show. Tag Team Wrestling. Tag Team Turmoil. Every tag team in Impact is going after the Motor City Machine Guns. Tim, what's going on?
This week, the Motor City Machine Guns had a rematch from Slammiversary with the Rascals with the titles on the line in a great match. After said match with Motor City Machine Guns winning, the North came down to beat down the Motor City Machine Guns. Then Ace Austin and Madman Fulton came down. Melee started, but then they realized, let's just beat down the faces. And as they did that, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson came to save the day for the faces. And it was just a total all-out brawl, melee. Bound for Glory has been announced for 10/24/2020, and I believe they are leading to a 5-way Impact Tag Title match. And
I'm all about it.
I like it, and I would guess this is where Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows get the titles. But I would not be upset if Madman Fulton and Ace Austin did.
Definitely. I'm a big Ace Austin fan. We were talking about it when we were watching last night. If Ace Austin wasn't in Impact, way more people would be talking about him.
Yeah,
way more.
Especially the guy on the screen.
Yeah. Especially this guy. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's a nerd.
He's a mark.
I am.
He's a mark.
I'm a nerdy mark, yes.
All right, Sid. Do you have any thoughts at all on this?
I'm just glad to see Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows.
So the WWE guys. No,
yeah, because they're WWE guys, yeah.
WWE rejects! That's all they have! No,
yeah, before that they were in New Japan, but hey, whatever.
Right.
Oh, but that doesn't exist. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
And every major point in WWE is an indie guy, but...
Hey, but you can't talk about that apparently.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I just think as far as Anderson and Gallows, I think it would be really cool for them to get the tag team titles, the Impact tag team titles, and I I'm just waiting for them to get on a damn flight and go to Japan. Like, that's all I want right now. So, because I want to see the Machine.
I'll tell you what, man. They might have to. They might have to.
Yeah.
Go
We're
and
talk about that,
set shit straight. But we're gonna talk about
I
that
got some ideas
very shortly. More tournaments and some ongoing ones. So let's kick it off with Stardom. Because didn't you want to talk about? What did you want to talk about?
ROH.
You just told me
No,
today that Stardom had more tournament shows.
Yeah, we have to catch up on them. I don't have anything to say.
Okay. Well, then we're going to kick it off with the ROH Pure Title Tournament taking place this weekend.
The Ring of Honor Pure Championship is back. Starting the weekend of September 12th, 16 of the best Pure wrestlers in the world will compete to crown the first ROH Pure Champion since 2006. The rules for Pure matches are as follows. Every match begins and ends with the Code of Honor handshake. Each wrestler has 3 rope breaks to stop submission holds and pinfalls. After a wrestler exhausts his rope breaks, submission and pin attempts on or under the ropes by his opponent are legal. Closed fist punches to the face are not permitted. Only open-handed slaps or chops to the face are allowed. Punches to other parts of the body are permitted, excluding low blows. The first use of a closed fist will get a warning. The second will be a DQ. As in standard ROH matches, there will be a 20 count when a wrestler is on the floor. Outside interference will result in automatic termination from the roster for the wrestler that interferes. There will be
like fired?
Correct.
Holy shit.
There is 2 blocks,
Damn.
and it's a single elimination
You
format.
can't punch people in this?
No, you can. Not in the face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Round 1 matches have 15-minute time limit. Semi-final matches have 20-minute time limit. Final matches are 30-minute time limit, and the tournament final is a 1-hour time limit. There will be 3 judges for each match, and time limit draws will go to a judge's decision. The Pure title was created in 2004, with AJ Styles defeating CM Punk in a tournament final to become the first Pure champion. The title subsequently was held by stars such as Samoa Joe, Jay Lethal, and Nigel McGuinness. In August 2006, then ROH World Champion Bryan Danielson defeated Nigel McGuinness to unify the titles. This weekend's ROH show will have Jay Lethal versus Dalton Castle and Jonathan Gresham versus Wheeler Utah. Block A consists of Lethal versus Castle, then David Finlay versus Rocky Romero. The bottom half of A has Silas Young against Fred Yehai, then Tracy Williams against Russ Taylor. Block B starts with Jonathan Gresham against Wheeler Utah, Delirious against Matt Sydal. The bottom of Block B is Josh Woods versus Kenny King, and PJ Black against Tony Deppen. My predictions, or what I want to happen, is Castle advancing, Finlay advancing, Yehai beating Williams, Castle beating Finlay, and Yehai beating Castle. I want Gresham to win his first match, Sydal to win his first match, Woods to win his first match, Deppen to win his first match, Woods to beat Deppen, Gresham to beat Sydal, Gresham to beat Woods, or have Yehai versus Gresham as the final, and Gresham as the subsequent winner, as I feel he is the best technician aside from Zack Sabre Jr. in wrestling today. You guys' thoughts on the tournament and who you'd like to see win?
Well, until you just started talking about it, I did not know any of these rules for this tournament. I didn't really know what the Pure title was.
Yeah.
But I am very excited now with these very unique rules. To be frank, I'm all in. I like Jay Lethal. I like Dalton Castle.
That's a first round match.
Yeah, I like that. I'm I'm just saying who I like. PJ Black. I like PJ Black a lot. I think he's going to go far. I don't know if he's going to win. I think Jay Lethal will probably win because he hasn't been on top for a long
I could see
time.
Jay Lethal going all the way to the finals against Gresham because they were tag team champions, and then like ultimately losing to Gresham as well. I don't see anyone other than Gresham winning the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like Jonathan Gresham. That'll be fun.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say Lethal because like he's like the one person that stands out for me in Ring of Honor. But I do know some of these other guys like Gresham and Silas Young and many others. But I think it's interesting because I think that for a while, Ring of Honor, from what I've heard from you guys and from what I've seen, has been at somewhat of a standstill. And perhaps this could be their new renewed. Maybe perhaps they are back with a renewed sense of purpose.
It could be
in this tournament.
It could be a launching pad.
Exactly, a launching pad.
So many fucking helicopters today. Anyway, there's another tournament happening.
Oh, baby.
When does it happen, John, and when does it end?
Well, this shit's kicking off September 19th. And it's ending October
18th?
18th?
I love when we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, October 18th.
Yes.
I was going to say 20th. I was 2 days off. The G1 Climax. It's back. It's happening. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Very.
I am.
Because Block A, I get to see a lot of Shingo matches that I've been dying for, especially against Ibushi, but also Okada and Jeff Cobb. Who are in the blocks, John?
I'm going to get to that in a second. So, kicks off September 19th, ends October 18th. We don't yet have the lineup for the opening night. We don't have that yet. But we have the blocks. So, everybody's going to fight everybody. That's how it works. So, the bracket doesn't really matter that much. Block A, we got Kota Ibushi.
Yay.
We got Shingo Takagi.
Yay.
We got Minoru Suzuki.
Yay.
We got Taichi. We got Yujiro Takahashi. We got... Okay. I'm going to stop being a dick. We have Taichi, Yujiro Takahashi, so that people can actually hear me. Switchblade Jay White. Back in Japan. Hopefully. They seem to think it's going to happen. I hope it does. Kazuchika Okada. Tomohiro Ishii. And Will Ospreay.
Who did you say before Will Ospreay?
Tomohiro Ishii.
Okay.
Tomohiro.
That means we get Ishii versus Suzuki. Yay.
Each other.
So what matches am I looking forward to here? Looking forward heavily to Jeff Cobb versus Shingo.
Yeah.
Looking forward to Jeff Cobb versus Ishii. Looking forward to Jeff Cobb versus Suzuki. Looking forward to Ibushi versus Ospreay. Looking forward to Okada versus Jay White, because that's always good. Looking forward to Taichi versus Yujihiro. Let's go. Get it in.
Hey, 2 negatives make a positive, so there's that.
Yeah.
You know.
Looking forward to Shingo versus Suzuki again.
Yeah.
Because that match at
Ishii.
Jingu Stadium was fucking awesome.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to just about everything here. Let's talk about Block B. Block B.
Well, what about Sid? What did Sid want to
Sid.
see?
What do you want to see?
If he watches it.
Yeah, man, there's so much.
Okay, Sid.
Jesus, I got it on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whew. This is. You know what? Screw it. I can't wait for Jay White versus Ibushi. That's the match I want to see.
Oh yeah.
Cobb versus. Ibushi versus Ospreay, like one of y'all, like you guys said.
Ibushi versus Okada.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to every Jeff Cobb match. I'll say
Suzuki Okada is going to be good. Suzuki versus the world. How about Suzuki just versus everybody in all this? Just let it be like the Royal Rumble. Like, everyone just comes in. Kind of like the Royal Rumble where Brock Lesnar was there.
Like that's what Suzuki's matches are? They all happen on the same night?
That's exactly what I want, man. I know, but Suzuki versus...
That'd be insane.
You know what would be an interesting match? Suzuki versus Jay White.
Yeah. Can you imagine how long this shit would be if they made the G1 one night?
Oh, God.
How fucking long would that be?
We're dead, man.
We'd be dead.
It wouldn't be one night.
Oh, it wouldn't
would
be
be
one
like
night.
3 days because all their
yeah.
matches are long as shit.
Yeah.
That's because I'm thinking New Japan's trying to kill us, like legit try to kill us, you know? But yeah, Jay White versus Will Ospreay. That's another match I want to see.
Yeah.
Block B.
I want to see Yujihiro get 0 points.
Nah, he's going to play Yano and
Yeah.
fuck somebody big over.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
true.
the boys on Block B.
Most
Speaking
likely
of Yano.
Okada.
Speaking of Yano,
The king of
the
pro
king of pro wrestling,
Jesus Christ.
B-Block.
He is the king of
He
pro
is the
wrestling.
king
He
of
won the thing.
He's got the trophy to
got the
prove it.
Oh, I thought it was like that's what he calls himself. I was like,
No,
really?
he's got the trophy to prove it.
Good for him. Good for him.
Good for him. Good for Yano. Good for Yano. B-Block, you got Toru Yano. You got Yoshihashi. You got Kenta. Kenta's going back over to Japan. You got Zack Sabre Jr. You got Hiroki Goto.
Yes.
You got Juice Robinson. Finally, back in business, baby. I'm so excited to see Juice come back. Hiroshi Tanahashi. You got the current double champ Tetsuya Naito. And then you got Evil.
Like all the big stars are on Block B, it seems.
All the Okada's in Block A.
Except Okada.
Ibushi's in Block A. Suzuki's in Block A.
Okay, I'm sorry. All the names that are more.
Can I
familiar
say this is like the most balanced G1 in a long time? With where the major stars are? Way more balanced than it usually
with, I get
is.
so much shit now for this. I'm so sorry.
You're gonna get so much shit. You're gonna get flamed.
Get out of here.
Sid is canceled. I'm kidding.
Go back to reading comic books. Okay.
We're living in a world in which the G1 Climax final could be Jay White versus Evil.
And it better be.
And it better be.
And the night before the final, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows show up and start talking to Jay White.
Hell yes.
And move him away from Gato and start to take back Bullet Club for the Gaijins.
Bullet Club, Civil War, Redux. Get it in.
And the Tongans, too.
And the Tongans.
as well.
And Tongans.
Yeah.
Yes. The
Tongans aren't
are
Japanese,
the Gaijins.
so they're Gaijins.
Yeah, I mean, you neglected to mention them, so I said the Tongans and Carl Anderson and Gal.
Well, they have to keep some people in America for New Japan Strong.
Yeah.
They're losing Jay White and Kenta here.
Yeah.
And Carl.
Yeah, keep God over there for a while. Keep Chase Owens over there. I think that's the only Bullet Club people over there right now.
Right.
Other than Kent and Jay White, but they're coming back. So, yeah, have that be like the American branch of the Bullet Club. And what a mighty branch it is with Tama Tonga. Yes.
So,
and then Tonga Loa and Chase Owens.
finals. John.
Oh, come on.
Finals?
Yeah.
Jay White and Evil, dude.
Same. Jay White versus Evil.
Jay White versus Evil.
That's gotta be it.
It has to be. It has to
Maybe if they don't want to do that yet, maybe we have it be Okada Tanahashi
I really
again.
want Evil versus
be.
Sonata.
Okada and Evil, with Evil
Okada
going
and
over.
Evil going over. Shit, man. Sonata versus Okada again.
I really
Let's
want
not
to see
get that
Shingo
win.
win, but because I'm a Shingo mark, but
Shingo winning the G1 would be unprecedented and would be awesome.
Goto again, because I'm a Goto marker, Shingo mark.
Ibushi Zack Sabre Jr. as G1 final would be really interesting.
Ibushi won last year.
Ibushi did win last year.
Ibushi versus Tanahashi.
Did Ibushi win the G1 or the New Japan Cup?
No, he won the G1.
Okada won the New Japan Cup.
I guess.
Last year, I think. So yeah, so that's the G1 as we know it so far. We're going to move on to our final segment on the show tonight. Is there another tournament to talk about? I don't think so. No. All Out Fallout. That's right, folks. We came up with it first. BTE stole our thunder.
It is. We're filing a lawsuit. No, I'm kidding. No.
Cease and desist.
Exactly.
Not like they don't know how to deal with that anymore.
All right, so first, a little bit of All Out. What did you guys like? What didn't you like? I want to save the FTR stuff for later.
What did I like? I liked Mimosa Mayhem. I liked Archer becoming number one contender. I liked Moxley versus MJF a lot. I loved both tag team matches that we saw. Loved that women's match. Did not like. I wasn't really into Swole versus Britt Baker.
Nope.
It could have been way better than it was.
Yeah.
But
the halls were too small for them to work through.
Yeah, I think they had good ideas, but
execution was not
good. Still some entertaining spots. Rebel coming out of the dumpster with the banana on her head was top notch. Did not like that they let that Matt Hardy match continue.
Correct. Aubrey Edwards tried to do her job twice, and
you're making it seem like you don't listen to the referees, and I don't like that.
I don't like it. But Matt Hardy comes from an era where you finish your matches.
That's true, and Matt Hardy's promo on Dynamite made me feel better about it.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that shortly.
Regarding the Moxley MJF match, we knew that MJF is good, but we didn't know how fucking good.
Yeah,
like
real good.
He wrestled really, really good.
MJF wrestles like he's from an era before he was born. It's incredible. He is a natural in the ring.
It's a fucking prodigy.
Yeah, he really is.
Okay, fine.
All right. Sid, how about you? What stood out? What did you like? What didn't you like?
I know we're gonna talk about it later, but like I did enjoy like you guys said, the Mimosa Mayhem was really fun and really entertaining. I actually reacted to it on my Instagram with my sister, and also the tag.
What did she think?
Oh, she loved it, man.
Because I like your sister has really interesting opinions on wrestling stuff.
She has great reactions too.
Yeah, great reactions.
She does. Yeah, you should see like when we're off camera, she'll freaking hit me when she gets excited. I'm like, really? You? Anyway, no. Love you, sis. Hi. Anyway, but
Tim just beats up my couch when he gets excited.
Yeah, it was fun. But it was a fun time. You should check it out on my Instagram. We were eating pizza and watching wrestling, and I was drinking a little bit of the bubbly.
Eating pizza and watching wrestling are two of my favorite things.
Now I'm craving pizza. Actually, no, I'm craving ramen with an egg on it. Anyway, sorry. We're talking about food.
I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah.
Neither.
Me neither. I just need to break my fast. Anyway.
All right, it's 1 o'clock. Let's keep going.
Sorry. So, the Mimosa Mayhem was really good. The tag match
15 minutes.
Good. I loved Thunder Rosa versus Shida. Freaking great match. I loved, the main event was really good. I do have but one gripe with the main event. I'll talk about it in a sec. The Tooth and Nail match had a lot of potential, I think, but I think it was way too short. And the fact that they put it like on the beginning of the show, that I think kind of hindered it a little bit because they're like, oh, we got to hurry it up, we got to move
Yeah,
it on.
everybody bitched that it was on the pre-show, and then when it made it to the main show, everybody bitched that it was on the main show. So fuck everyone.
And also, I mean, yeah, and the Matt Hardy, the concerns about Matt Hardy, that was there, and I'm glad he's.
The concerns about Matt Hardy were valid as well.
Sure.
I don't understand why that match continued.
I honestly didn't know if it was a work or a shoot, but
it definitely wasn't. Aubrey was not working in that moment.
She would do this,
yeah.
So that usually means that it's not. It's for real. But yeah, speaking of which, Ivar did this when he did that suicide dive.
Yeah, it was interesting. I've never seen a wrestler throw up their own ex before. That was interesting.
That was interesting. Anyway, so
but
as far
valid.
as stuff I didn't like, I guess. The Matt Hardy thing, pretty much the same sentiment. Okay, my only thing with the all-out main event between MJF versus Moxley, the match was fantastic. I'll give you that. But he used the paradigm shift to win the match, and I think if the paradigm shift is outlawed.
No, he didn't. He used the Death Rider.
Oh, okay. Oh, now you agree with me.
My argument with you is, who cares if he cheated? MJF cheated more than once.
And
yeah,
you know how wrestling works. If the ref didn't see it, it didn't fucking happen.
True. But see, here's the thing. I must say this because in their contract signing, John Moxley's like, well, now that just because you don't, now that means I have to get creative. And I have to really,
Yes, but what hindered this? We know he likes to do the rear naked choke. We know he likes to do the Gotch-style pile driver. Both involve the arms. His arm was worked on the whole time. MJF knew what creativity John Moxley was talking about.
Okay, fine. But still, I mean, I was like,
people cheating to beat heels has never bothered me and never will. I don't really care what people say about it.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, to each their own, but I still think, that he could have done something else and really shown how creative he can get. But that's just my opinion. But
how creative he could get, he busted open MJF twice. MJF was bleeding like fucking Flair.
Yeah, but did he win because of that? No. He won because of the paradigm shift. I just think that the finish could have been a little different.
He used the paradigm shift to stick it to MJF. He didn't need to use it to win. He did it to be an asshole.
Okay. Fine. Whatever. But yeah, so, like I said, though, it didn't take away from the match. That was like my one little gripe. But
yeah.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was a great match. And I'm really looking forward to Archer versus Moxley.
Hell yeah.
Because their Texas Death Match in
that
Japan
receipt, baby. Get that receipt.
Yeah.
All right. So, Dynamite. Speaking of the main event of AEW All Out, MJF addressed his campaign, fired them all, said some very nasty things to that girl, Nina.
Aww.
And then turned his attention to Wardlow, who got in MJF's face. But MJF quickly told him, it's not Tony Khan who signs your paychecks, it's me.
Which, someone should really be talking to the Better Business Bureau, because that struck me as very odd. I don't like how that's not legal.
Chamber of Commerce.
So I think they're going with a slow burn where MJF starts to belittle Wardlow over time, and then Wardlow turns on him. MJF says, "You're fired," but then Wardlow says, "Actually, Tony Khan hired me last week." So that would be interesting.
They kind of started from like that one Battle Royal, didn't it? This whole kind of build. That's kind of where it started. Oh, and by the way, it talks, so that's cool.
So also,
I don't think we literally had ever heard him speak before that. That's interesting. I just thought about that.
The Dark Order versus the Nightmare Family on All Out. Brody Lee was giving Colt Cabana another win, but instead Cabana went for another offensive move and lost the match. Brody Lee was very upset with Colt Cabana, and last night, after Brody
for ribs at all.
beat Dustin, the Dark Order came out, and he did not want Colt Cabana anywhere near the celebration.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I don't know, man. I think Colt Cabana may have taken over as Brody Lee's least favorite person in the Dark Order. Because he had John Silver out there with him, and he didn't have Colt out there with him.
Sid, does Colt stay in Dark Order?
Not for long. I mean, the thing is, though, you know what? I think he does because, once you enter the Dark Order, you never leave. So
I don't know. I think we could see a Randy Orton Evolution type scenario happen.
Where they kick him out.
Yeah, they kick him out.
Now, John, if they kick him out, does Evil Uno go with him?
That's interesting because that's an interesting thought because Evil Uno was the one that comforted Colt after Brody Lee got in his
lashings.
Both times.
That could be cool.
Colt Cabana and Evil Uno as a tag team would be very entertaining.
Yeah,
that'd be some good stuff.
Speaking of tag teams, Chris Jericho and Jake Hager have announced that they are going after the tag team titles. They are going to build up their wins. They beat Sony Kiss and Joey Janela in a great match on Dynamite, and next week they wrestle. I don't remember.
Shit. Oh, damn it. Private Party.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I like where this is going as it gives Jake Hager direction.
Yeah. And chances to rack up some wins.
Right.
The fact that
so we were talking about the Inner Circle kind of being on a bit of a slump. Boom, they're back up on the uptick.
Yep.
Like, in a big way.
Major announcement. We found out on All Out that Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford are going to get married, and they were going to announce Kip's best man, who is the best man. After some shenanigans with some dude, I don't remember his name, and Brian Pillman Jr., they finally got to the best man. And Sid, who was this?
It was the man who has an actual day named after him.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, every day is his day. It is the king of Twitch streams. It is none other than not the brute, it's the bad Bulgarian or the badass Bulgarian, Miro. Formerly known as Rusev in WWE. And of course,
just so you know, when you just said Twitch, Vince McMahon shit his pants.
Yes, he did. Yep. Yeah, he sure did. And everyone was chanting Miro Day, by the way, which was awesome.
Miro Day. Day.
And, by the way, you're talking about Vince McMahon shitting his pants. I'm pretty sure his shit was brass because, Miro said to take the brass rings and shove it up your ass.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, his promo was great. He was dressed in like Gucci, which was kind of funny.
Dude,
he has blonde hair.
Respect the drip.
People are, People were kind of saying, like, comparing him to Eminem.
Damn.
And making fun a little. But I think he looks cool.
Nah.
Do you guys think that this was the best way to introduce Miro to All Elite Wrestling?
Nope.
No.
What would you have done differently?
Had him be number 21 instead of dumbass Matt Sydal.
Why dumbass Matt Sydal? Because he botched a move?
No.
Because he's not a member of AEW?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's not a member of AEW.
If he's not a confirmed member of AEW,
why is he there?
Yeah.
Why is he there?
Also, or he could. If they wanted to go with the whole best man thing, he could.
I'm only saying dumbass Matt Sydal because it wasn't Miro. I'm not calling him a dumbass. I'm saying that the situation was dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So all I'm saying is another way they could have done it is if they wanted it, Miro could have attacked Brian Pillman Jr. and said, "No, I'm the best man." That would have been cool. Just simple. Sometimes the simple answer could be the best answer.
I mean,
I think that they did it because they want to get Kip Sabian over, and they don't know how.
Yeah.
So they're going to use Miro as a way to get Kip Sabian over.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's going to work.
I think
it's just going to turn all into Miro.
if they would just let Kip Sabian be Kip Sabian, he would get over, because I am a big Kip Sabian fan and always have been.
Yeah. All this making out with your wife is just... I don't like it. I didn't like it...
I mean, what's the last time we've seen Kip Sabian in the ring?
Exactly. I'd rather see him wrestle than kiss his girlfriend.
Because he's fucking good.
Fuck.
He's a good wrestler.
So, the last thing we're going to talk about with AEW is obviously the most important. The Elite. FTR. Adam Page. John.
What?
Talk.
Adam Page had a very emotional interview with one Mr. Timmy Schiavone. Tony Schiavone. MJF called him Timmy. It made me laugh. No, MJF didn't call him Timmy. Kip Sabian called him Timmy. Made me laugh.
Well, why did he have an interview anyway?
What do you mean?
We didn't talk about All Out at all.
Oh. Yeah, we didn't talk about All Out because you told me not to.
Yeah, because we were going to
cover...
So,
at All Out, Kenny Omega and Hangman Page lost the tag team titles. If you're an AEW fan, you already know this. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you. Kenny Omega accidentally hit Hangman with a V-trigger. Afterwards, on Being the Elite, we saw a very emotional video package that featured a broken photo frame that was a picture of all the Elite sitting outside of a Cracker Barrel. We had Cody, with no context, post this bloodied version of the Nightmare Family logo. We have the Young Bucks not even appearing on Dynamite, other than to super kick Alex Marvez when he tried to get an interview with them. You had Kenny Omega not appear on Dynamite at all, other than a video package. None of the Elite appeared on the Dynamite after All Out, which is very interesting. Interesting stuff.
Yeah. The match between FTR and Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page is on par with the Young Bucks match at Revolution. It was amazing. Also, Page did nothing wrong in the match. It was on Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
And also, Kenny Omega was going to beat Adam Page with a table and decided not to. But then let Adam Page fall at his feet, and he walked away. Said it was time. Said it was time for a clean break with the Young. Said to the Young Bucks, it's time for a clean break. Time to go back to the way it used to be. Gave them an ultimatum and left. So then on Dynamite, Tony Schiavone interviewed Page. Page has hopes that he and Omega are still a tag team and can climb the ranks. Omega in the same show had a conversation with Jim Ross and said he's done with the tag team division. It's very deep he is ready to be what people wanted him to be in the beginning, and he's going for a singles run. And like John said, they went for the Young Bucks interview and they got kicked in the face for it. So what are you guys' thoughts?
Break out the aviators, baby. That's my thoughts.
The handle leather jacket and the Terminator.
It's time for a clean sweep.
Did you see that? On Kenny's Instagram, he put up a picture of Mr. Clean.
Yeah, I saw that. So, teasy. Little teaser.
Yeah, for sure. I am very excited to see what with Kenny Omega and with the Cleaner potentially returning. That's gonna be something really, really amazing. And I think the cleaner is the one who should become the AEW title
Yes.
holder.
Absolutely.
I want a dominant showing from the Elite as heels or tweeners, and Hangman Adam Page go off on his own, find himself by himself.
Get that TNT title, baby.
And then, by the time Omega has his championship and he's celebrating on the next night on Dynamite, who comes in on a horse?
Buckshot Lariat, baby.
Boom. And Adam Page is the most confident he's ever been, the most self-assured he's ever been. Let it happen.
He's sober. He's not living in the woods.
Let it happen.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
And if they're going to bring back Cleaner Kenny Omega, I want the whole image back. I want the Bucks at ringside every match. I want the leather jacket. I want the sunglasses. I want the post-match attacks. I want the goodbye, goodnight bang. I want it all. I want it all.
Yeah.
Bring back the full Cleaner persona.
Yep.
Bring back the Elite as it was before. Kenny, the Bucks, nobody else.
Correct.
Yeah, that's all that was needed, in my opinion.
All right. With that, Sid, plug your stuff.
All right.
Where can the people find you, my sweet brown boy?
That's my OnlyFans name. Anyway, no.
It's my OnlyFans name. No, it's not.
I do not have one. I'm sorry, ladies. I do not have an OnlyFans. Anyway, but I do have an
This guy
Instagram.
always references women. Constantly. If you ever watch his shows, he's like, ladies, hit me up on Instagram.
He's Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I mean, hey.
He's the Indian god.
He's thirsty.
Yeah.
Get this man a drink.
It's thirsty. On Thirsty Thursday.
I'm single and ready to mingle. Okay? I'm looking.
I am single and ready to mingle.
Please show Bob's and Vagine.
Oh my god. No. But you can find me on Instagram, Sid500, SIDS500. Find me on Twitter, SIDS92. Both S's are capital. I'm on TikTok now as Sid Matrix.
Sid Matrix. Awesome name, by the way. I really dig that name.
Thank you. You'll find out why I changed my name on over there. But what else do I have? Yeah, I have. Of course, by the way, I have a YouTube channel called The Nerdy Mark. Check it out.
And you're not the singer.
Yeah, no, I'm not the singer. No. But no, check out my YouTube. I do the Nerdy Mark Wrestling Show, where I talk about news and rumors happening on in the world of pro wrestling, as well as AEW and NXT. Then I'll end up with a question. And I also do a segment called In Other News, where it's all about nerd culture and everything going on there. Although this week I will be doing that. I also give life updates because I want to be a little bit more closer to my followers. But that's pretty much it. I will send you all you can post my link tree if you want. Well, you don't have to do that, don't worry. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know?
All right, Sid. It was great to have you on. As usual.
It was always mine.
What was that, Sid?
I said the pleasure was mine.
Nice.
Wherever you are in the world, whether it is morning, noon, or night, you have a great one, and peace and love to all of you.
I messed it up, sorry.
Bang!
Bye. Good?
We're good.
Okay.